Wow. Every week she chooses a different human. You know?
Sounds like the beginning of a competition reality show.
Every
week she chooses a different human.
Who will Margot love? Welcome to What This We Fuck. I'm Meghan Tonjes.
I'm Nicole Fody.
And this is where we talk about all things fuckworthy.
Sure do.
You're also so blessed. I feel like there needs to be more me. So, there you go. Look at that baby. Oh yeah, asshole interrupting puppy, Margot. I almost called her Margot Tonjes.
Margot Tonjes.
Margot Tonjes is here. That's a great name. It's like Margot Robbie.
Mm.
But like sounds a little bit more like you're throwing up in your throat. I hate these tops so much. I really do. I hate them so much. I hate them. I just want to be like, I just want to suckle on a straw.
I mean, you could just stick a little straw in there.
No, because then it's just an open cup. And then it could spill on me. I want the top that protects me like a child with a sippy cup. But I don't want the sippy cup situation.
It is very sippy
like.
cup.
I feel like I'm a fucking child again. And all the comments are going to be, oh my God, we got a plastic cup. And so now I'm going to be demonized on the internet. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. But this is just what the cold drinks come in, and I don't have a little... You know what? Since we get so many comments about the coffee, you are free to send to my P.O. box. Reusable cups. You know? Whatever you need. Let us know. Gifts below. Right?
It's almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas. And you know I love to celebrate the Lord.
Amen.
What are you here for this week, BB?
I'm here for... UNESCO apologizing for putting underwear on nude sculptures.
I mean, why even apologize? I mean, that's adorable.
I don't know
why. Is it
why.
like disrespectful?
The artist of the sculptures said that the incident left him feeling humiliated. Okay. I don't know why any of this is a big deal. I don't know why the underwear was put on. That's funny to me.
It's a great ad.
But...
Is it more of a humiliation because your artwork is being altered in some kind of way, which I could understand as being super annoying?
I mean, it says, I felt ashamed, so deeply sad to see all these years of work and research broken. For 2 days, visitors came to meet to ask me, why would you do that? But it was not my choice. Here's a little pic. It won't load on the main page, but...
Oh, it's like thong underwear. Okay, well, what if that changes things? Okay, so this is what happened. So he made these sculptures for a specific event, right? For UNESCO's European Heritage Days event. And then there was a miscommunication, probably between the brand and him, that these nude sculptures were going to have this underwear put on them. Is UNESCO an underwear situation?
Where did the underwear come from? Whose underwear? Was it worn? Did they shop at Vicky Seeks beforehand?
It just kind of sounds like... Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds like they were already planning to add underwear to the sculptures, but they didn't tell the artist that was making the sculptures. Here's the thing. If you're creating sculptures for a specific brand or an event and they're being commissioned, yeah, it's kind of a weird line where it's like the people that are paying you, I guess, kind of can set them up however they want, but then as the artist, having control and understanding of how they're going to be used is also important for you to say yes, because if they knew they were putting underwear on them, maybe they wouldn't have created the sculptures.
Maybe it's time for, like, our career change, and we become sculptors.
Is this the time?
I think this might be the time.
I would love to sculpt your form.
I would like to see it.
We just passed Halloween.
Sure did.
And so I feel like my here for it's this week are a little nod to Halloween.
Spooky?
I wouldn't say spooky.
Okay.
Oh, good. The thing that I put on here doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, I love that.
So there's Nest Cam footage of a kid who found an empty candy bowl on Halloween.
Oh.
And he went up to it, saw that there was no Halloween candy, confused. And then he put some of his Halloween candy from his bag into the bowl.
It's the cutest goddamn thing.
It's so cute. Look, first of all, his sister's pissed. I mean, what's the opposite of being grounded? I feel like if you see your kid do that, it's like you got to do something special for him, right? Like to encourage that behavior. But also, I would like to encourage these people that have a fucking Nest Cam to keep their goddamn bowl full. I'm just saying, Sharon, John.
You know what, though?
Where are the M&Ms?
Like, I just remember going trick-or-treating and thinking that, you know, the people who just left the bowls out on their front porch
Yeah.
were either dumb or just didn't want to participate, or just like, I don't know, a mixture of like lazy.
You just didn't understand it because you were like, what? The joy of Halloween is you handing me things that I didn't work for.
Do I say trick or treat to the garden gnome?
You say trick or treat to yourself and to your heart. And
I just
now,
remember hated it. I was like, cop out!
Was the end of... yell at the house that's giving you something for free. Now, as you're older, you just realize that people go the fuck to sleep and don't like children?
Oh, it's definitely, like, avoidant. Like, here.
I don't... Yeah.
Okay. I did something. I did my part.
Maybe they have dogs. They're like, please don't be knocking on my fucking door.
Mm. Or, realistically,
Social
they can't,
anxiety.
like, get up quickly or whatever
That's
to
true.
go to the door.
Wow,
to do it.
Look at the empathy jumping out as we got older. I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't have my light on, and I didn't put any fucking candy out for anybody, because you know what? All the candy in this house is my candy.
Well, here's another point to make. So I've been here in LA for 5 years now. So
Yeah.
this is my 5th Halloween.
Okay.
And the first 2 years, I bought candy and waited by the door to feed the children. Okay? Mm-hmm. Not one person, child or adult alike, has ever rapped on my door
Not a single
for a
one.
Kit Kat.
Not a single one. I'm surrounded by children too.
Where are they going? I feel like the kids just go to the mall or something.
Well, here's
now.
what I've learned being in Los Angeles and being older, and then also there's nothing else that I was going to add to that. I don't think Halloween exists the same way as it did when we were children anymore, because I feel like they're all going out way earlier. They're going to specific places. And I grew up in a little neighborhood that was kind of like closed off. Like there was one way in, one way out, essentially. And that sounds fancier.
A property development.
Yeah.
You know.
It was just there was a highway and then a cul-de-sac.
Right.
And so I just remember going out and just looping multiple times to get all the candy. And you had the houses that had all the decorations and were doing certain things. And then the message, if the lights were turned off, was just like, don't go bother them. We probably still wouldn't bother them. I would carry around a pillowcase, fill that bitch with candy. My parents had a wagon full of pillowcases behind them. We were fucking there.
Professionals.
It was business. And then we come home, and my brother and I would pour out our candy, and we'd sit on the floor, and I'd make a little circle of mine, and then I'd go through and I'd organize it all, and then we would trade based on what we wanted more.
Yeah.
Never got a razor blade in the mouth. Never got anyone to give me an edible. Just pennies attached to cards about Christ and mini candies.
No one is giving away their edibles to children for free. I want to make that point clear.
First of all, if I were giving an edible to a child, I would want to make sure that the child stayed with me so I could see them with the effects of the edible.
Yeah,
why would I give someone a drug if I can't see how hilarious it is them reacting to it? That makes no sense.
Doesn't make sense. We don't agree with that view here.
I don't. Not at all. What I want to talk about this week. I want to read this title to you.
Okay. Will I enjoy it? What are your predictions for my reaction?
My prediction is that you will feel the same way that I do.
Okay.
Okay, so there was an article put, I think, in the New York Times. And the title is Why Social Media Friends Don't Count. And then the byline says, admit it, you hardly know them. In a time of need, you won't turn to them. If the friendship sours, you won't work on it, but block them. Now, I didn't read this article, full disclosure, because, you know.
Who needs to?
But the first sentence of it talks about a Facebook friend gets, and then that's where I checked out. Because I was like, any article that's starting about social media is talking about Facebook friends.
Yeah, that's not, is Facebook? Facebook or social media?
I think about just deactivating my private Facebook every day because there's no point.
And I don't even go on there. The only time I ever use Facebook for is like, if someone is like, hey, I sent you an event invite on Facebook.
True.
And I'm like, okay, let me go check it.
And now we got Eventbrite, so we don't even need Facebook anymore. I mean, that was like the draw, is like you could just add a bunch of people really quickly, which was nice. And sometimes I'll find stories on there, but Facebook, honestly, is the place I go absolutely last when I've checked every other social media application a million times. And I'm like, well, let's see if my cousins are fighting with me on Facebook. Like, let's just dip in and see. But I've like unfriended my family. I mute everyone. Facebook loves the feature where they're like, you want to like just not be friends with people for a little bit and just see how it feels.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yeah, Facebook is like, do you want to just take a break? You can just take a break from people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can take a break from people. You don't have to actually unfriend them. You can just take like a moment. But anyway, as far as this article goes about how all social media friends are fake, that's an interesting point of view. If you are living in a space where you don't understand the possibility of friendship that exists on the internet, I could also see if you were thinking about friendships where people never meet. But my experience has been that a lot of us end up meeting. And I would say that pretty much everyone in my life is because of social media at this point.
Pretty much,
all my friends, who I live with, where I live, like we all live like down the street from each other. Like, I mean, the road of us even knowing each other for as long as we have really started out. We were different states, and we just happened to meet, and then we're friends on.
10 years ago, in New York, in the park.
All because of YouTube.
Literally. So
never discount where you can possibly find friends, boomers, and
okay, boomers.
Okay, boomers.
See, like, but even before like social media,
that I care about.
We had like our own little websites and guest books, and like people would meet that way.
I met website guest books.
Hell yeah! I wish I could still. I wish I still had my fucking website.
Oh, it was such a big deal when someone would leave a thing on your guest book.
It was the year 2000. Okay.
The year 2000.
And I didn't even know I was gay yet. And someone wrote on my guest book, God made Coke, God made Pepsi, God made Nicky so damn sexy. And I thought I was a girl. And I was like, oh, who's she? Let's see if she's cute. And then I started talking to her. And then...
everyone was catfishing everyone.
And they were like, well, no, they never said, you know, this was just me assuming, because why would a guy say that to me? Gay people don't exist. So then he was like, oh, by the way, is it okay that I'm a guy? And I was like, yeah. And we're still friends to this day. I just saw him less than a year ago.
Truly, message boards are the gateway drug. Someone leaves a message on your website message board, your guest book, and then you end up sucking cock in Los Angeles, California, living with your boyfriend.
And that's how life works.
Social media is the gateway drug to being gay, for sure.
The gateway drug.
Yeah.
Well, remember when everyone was campaigning for you to be gay? Never worked, though.
Did you hear Margot?
I don't know if that's like
Did you hear
an
that?
uproar
She was pissed.
Oh, that's mad. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I fell in love with a girl recently, a dancer. Because I watched this clip from Gallon Hooks, and I followed this person on Instagram instantly because I was just like, you're beautiful. And then the commitment to it, I was just like, oh, I would be in love with you. So, you know, maybe we're more on a pansexual world than anything else, truly. Because I don't think about dating or sleeping with anyone until there's a specific person that I'm thinking about. So we're in a demisexual, pansexual, but also I just ultimately don't want anyone to touch me, and I just want to have puppies and money.
Yeah.
So my only boyfriends, girlfriends, day friends at all are money and sleep.
And we love that sexuality.
I would prefer my relationships, sexual and otherwise, to just be over text.
I feel like there's like
and I'm not even lying.
like I could I'm at the window, right? I'm like, okay, so so she's beautiful. Key example, Makiba, who I met a couple times, but
Makiba is gorgeous.
Especially in Toronto Buffer Festival, like what she was wearing, I was like, am I in love with you? But I'm looking at it through a window. I'm like, well, I don't want to pursue that. I just know that you're fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, fair. I love that just acknowledging that other people are attractive immediately becomes like, what is my sexuality?
I'm like, could I? Still no.
No. That shirt. Jesus Christ. They get so excited when Daddy Keith shows up in the videos. They freak the fuck out.
I didn't know where the dog was until she said.
Oh, she's on a table.
Just camouflaging.
Why wouldn't she be on the kitchen table? Hello. And she's mad. Nicky's talking and she's pissed. This belly's just it's a little chub belly right now. It's just full of food and dreams.
make something, or are you guys gonna?
I mean, we're filming,
go for it.
but you can do whatever you want. But if it's like super, super loud, I would not.
So I shouldn't blend any.
I would say no. I would say yeah. I would say use discernment to figure out what a microphone's gonna pick up, and then go with your
Maybe
best.
some avocado toast.
Yeah, maybe it's an avocado toast day.
Yeah,
Margot's
maybe
very
avocado
concerned.
Might be good.
She's just curious. Daddy's making food. Is it gonna be sketty?
That'd be good.
I mean, I'm gonna start
Needs
giving
it.
her more of her CBD because I think the baby needs it. We're at the end of life care right now, and I feel like
It's a EOL.
yeah, it's just hospice puppy.
Oh my god.
I read a book about hospice once because those are the things that I read, and it was eye-opening. Well,
And terrifying and sad.
It wasn't just about hospice. It was just about like, as we're all getting older and we're living longer, like what the fuck are we about to do? Because it's not set up for that. And
I'll be able to pay for it.
say that again.
Not gonna be able to pay for it.
Well, not gonna be able to pay for it, but also you have a bigger generation of people that are used to working and doing things and being active and like being connected to the internet, and what's that going to look like when we're all in our 80s and 90s, and like it's just, and we're not having kids necessarily, and so it's like they were just like messing around with different housing developments to see like, can you have older people that are independent but also still have like a nurse that checks in and blah blah, how does that work? And then it also talks about hospice and how the results between people that fight to live and people that go in hospice sometimes are about the same amount of time, because you're kind of just like, you're just dealing with like palliative pain care and you're living your life and you're doing your thing, and then you kind of get to be around your family and have a plan. It's very interesting. I love reading about death shit. I'll tell you that
do.
much right now. I
You
really
like
do.
watching shit about killing and dying.
I do.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The second I put on a violent movie.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like gore, but
I like gore,
the creepiness of people getting swooped. I think it's more of the detective in me that wants to like solve it by watching it, and then I think by solving it, I'll then foresee anyone that's gonna do the same kind of shit to me, and so really, it's like a master class and not dying.
It's like when we were in Target that day and you were
I hate it.
already thinking of ways to
Yeah.
respond to a man who said and did nothing.
But he was a man, and therefore, therefore I knew, and also
You were prepared just in case he said some shit about your outfit.
Listen, you grow up and you have enough experiences where you're not prepared with a little one-liner when someone says something. You get your comedy.
You get
game
ready.
up.
You get ready. You stay ready.
Yeah, I don't have to get ready because I am ready. Okay, I stay ready. I was born ready.
Personify.
And I'll fight a man in Target any day.
This is me getting poked, and
What are you getting poked by?
my social media friends on Facebook.
Oh, just so many notifications.
Does the poke function even exist anymore?
I don't know. Keith would know.
I feel like it does, but it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember last time someone used it.
There's
but
just, don't poke me ever. I'll tell you that much. Don't you dare. Don't you do it. I bruise easily too. Look, I get like little random
She really
bruises.
does.
I don't know where they're from.
She gets bruised. Are you anemic? Isn't that an anemia thing?
You would think, but when I went to the doctor last year, I was vitamin D deficient. By the way, when you take vitamin D, you take it with calcium. That's the only way that absorbs it. Things that you learn in your 30s. This is me. And that's gonna be me forever.
Oh my god, my queen. I just like look at her and I feel happy, you know? Oh god, I love Betty
I mean,
White.
she's gonna die someday.
No, she is not.
She is.
Betty
I'm
White
so
is
sorry.
not going to die.
I'm so. I don't know.
She's gonna live to 100 at least.
All right.
She's close.
I don't
She'd be
know.
98, January 17th.
I don't know. I'm nervous. Now I said it, and so you know what happens when I say it.
Can you please knock wood
Rest in
on
peace.
wood?
I'm
Who needs
knocking.
prepositions?
I'm knocking woods. I'm knocking woods.
Thank you.
But she's still gonna die. I love her. God bless her and rest her. Let her soul rest in peace. R.I.P.
Her soul is active.
Pre-R.I.P.
She is fine.
If I get to that old, just let the Lord take me. Let the Lord take me. Unless I'm
To
rich.
prom?
I wish the Lord would take me to prom.
I wish.
Finally, I know my first fucking prom date.
I wish the Lord would take me to prom. Such a good title if any of the rest of this video was about that.
Listen, I'm not taking any title advice from Nicole Afodi, I'll tell you that goddamn
much. Oh, you like my tights?
I do like your tights on your channel. All I gotta do is put Meghan Markle in the title and people freak the fuck out. That video got like 20,000 views.
Huh?
And they were fighting. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Wow.
They're fighting, and there's so many people that are like, we fucking hate
the
that
girls
cunt.
love
She's
the royals.
The girls, they're like, she's a narcissist, and I'm like, what are you guys seeing?
Please.
Look at this, wait.
Look at that beautiful thumbnail.
It's pretty cute, right?
21K, okay. Oh. It's fine.
But then when I talk about real shit, it's like 3,000. That's good. Have no idea when that stops, so. Look, if you like okay, hold on. If you like What the Sweet Fuck and you want to help us further our message, you can keep this free show extra free by becoming a Patreon BB. For $2 or more per month, you get early episodes. You get to, know that Keith.
This puppy's just staring at me. I'm sorry.
Keith gets to feel the joy of having Margot around and alive because we have more money to pay for vet bills.
Wow.
So I'll use Margot as a, Oh, she's turning. She wants to tell the people. She wants to tell the people.
Tell them. And if they want to, give more, that's also perfectly acceptable.
Encouraged. We encourage it.
That's what Margot says.
Back on your shoulder.
God, the godlight returns.
The Lord is here. How does the light even do this to someone's face?
I don't know, but
I'll take it.
We want to thank you, Martine Hubert.
Martine, I look like a fucking Disney character right now. What is happening with my mouth?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, who? Martine?
Martine,
a little Martine in my mouth,
That's us sipping the Martine.
Appreciate you.
Shannon Lemon.
Lemon, so bitter, so tight, so tart. I don't know why I said tight. What's
so
tight?
Tight.
Your pores are tight.
That's it.
Tightest
Satan.
pores. Satan's pores are not tight. Satan's got big, loose, moral ambiguity.
Joan.
Joan died on the cross for the sins of What the Sweet Fuck.
We love you, Joan.
Look, I got a little hand. They were like, thank you. They're probably from Michigan.
Oh my God. I've seen so many New Jersey cars lately.
Someone came to deliver drugs to Keith and I yesterday, and she was like, oh my God, I love the inside of your apartment. It looks like a little cabin. I'm from Michigan. And I was sitting on the couch eating Taco Bell, like, bitch, I'm from Michigan.
Did you tell her?
Yeah, I was like, I'm from Michigan, and I named where, and she was like, oh my God. And we had like a little moment.
Wow.
We had a little moment, and then we held our hands up. No, we didn't.
You showed where they are on the map.
Yeah.
Why my hand looks so elderly?
No one wants to see that, I promise.
And Heather snitched for Lloyd.
Heather, shut the fuck up, snitch. Keep my name out of your mouth.
We want to give a to Alexander Eels.
Alexander Eels all over my face.
Wyatt Eaton.
Wyatt Eaton out my fucking heart.
Jordana Cordovi. Christian Geraldo Garcia.
I want you to design me a dress. Like, it sounds gorgeous. You sound like a famous fashion designer.
Chelsea Gleason.
Chelsea Gleason is not a show that exists anymore.
Liam Trenholm.
I want to play a little Liam Trenholm.
Brandon Hughes.
Brandon, driving your plane right into the ground, Hughes.
Cat Waterflame.
What else can we say about Cat Waterflame?
Jessica Trueblood Riddle.
Jessica, Eric, and Sookie for Life, Trueblood Riddle.
Sammy Sue.
Sammy Sue Sosa.
Devin Alvarado.
Devin's pay me like one of your French girls, Alvarado.
Lawrence Colden.
Lawrence, it's cold in here. You know there might be some extras in the atmosphere.
Sebastian Whitaker.
Sebastian, I need to take you to task. Whitaker.
Roberto XS.
Roberto 3XLXS.
AJ Avicilla.
AJ, I wanna make sure you're drinking a gallon of water a day, Avicilla.
Tamara Moongraves.
Tamara, the only bitch that cares about me, Moongraves.
Sam Brodeur.
Sam, it's too much, Brodeur.
Evan Blue.
Evan's so blue without you.
Stephanie. Chelsea Strong.
Chelsea Strong, I'm the way to my heart.
Pam Gallegos.
Pam, I want to talk to you about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Gallegos.
And William Harvey.
And William, say no shit, Harvey.
We also want to give a that to all the BBs you see on the screen and the BBs you don't see, who are our ghost BBs. You can become one and join us in the afterlife at patreon.com/whatthesweetfuck.
Wow, that was an experience for us all. Marco was very upset.
Is that not what you guys signed up for?
That's what I signed up for sure. I'm becoming more and more aware of it every day. Holy shit. You ever know someone for almost a decade? For a decade. We're over a decade.
A decade.
A decade plus. Wow. And you're still just as trash as you ever were. I'm Meghan Tonjes. I'm Meghan Tonjes on most things.
I'm trash. You can find me at Soundly Wake on most things.
That's true. You can go watch another video over on his channel if
Please
you want.
do. Because I could see some of you benches don't do that.
Ooh, he's making sure his comment section lined up with my comment section, and
I want people fighting about Meghan Markle in my comment section.
Yeah, he's putting an Excel spreadsheet together to see who's commenting when and how many times per month. Be careful, it's a Capricorn.
I don't see a 21 on my channel. Just saying.
I mean, you gotta.
I see a 2.1.
Look at this thumbnail. So dramatic.
Oh, she looks so sad too.
So
I hate
dramatic.
that people don't like her. I truly.
I mean, I hate people. So, there it is.